So hi and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to show you which key mappings I use for the Razer Tartarus and Pubg. If you haven't already, check out the one for Fortnite. I'll put a link in the description below. I've also done a comparison video between the Tartarus and the Orbweaver. And I'll be doing the Orbweaver Pubg version and Fortnite as well if you're interested in that. So what I've done in these videos is go through the key bindings and show which keys I map to where on the Tartarus, and then I will show you some gameplay so you get an idea of how it all works together. So W, A, S and D, I basically leave exactly the same on the keyboard here for the Tartarus. I'm going to map 1 to escape. So you click on the key here for 1, your keyboard function, click on the box and push escape on your keyboard, and that's it, it's mapped. It shows green when it's mapped. I'll leave tab as it is. Again, I use the left shift, so we're going to hold down left shift on the 11 key here, change that one to left shift. The reason why I don't use the left control is I hold the right mouse button down. So you could change that if you wish, but I walk with the right mouse button down, looking down the scope, and that makes me walk so I don't make as loud footsteps. I find it easier than pushing a key, but you could do that yourself if you wished. I'll leave spacebar standard as jump, don't change that. For crouch, for C, basically for crouch I use number 16 down here at the bottom, so let's change that. I don't use V at all, don't change the camera view. I don't use auto run. Free look is set to my mouse, which is a 903 Logitech. Here's my key bindings for this. I run around 4 to 450 DPI. It's only starting to go back to 450 at the minute. I've also got the Alt key on the bottom right hand button here. This is my personal preference. Sometimes you might put 1 and 2 there for your guns, but I prefer Alt. And I have number 5 there as well. On the right hand side of the mouse I've got 3 and 4 for my weapons, which is basically your pistol and a pan. Because I don't tend to need to flip to them too quick, so I leave those where they are. So going back here, I leave the left mouse button for fire and aim down ASD. I've tried using it as a toggle, where you can basically quick shoot on the scope, quick scope it by changing the ASD thing, but I find it doesn't work for me. It might work for you, you could change that for your mouse settings. Like say R's left as standard. Say sidearm 3 and 4 were on my mouse, 5 throwables is the front left side one here, this one here is throwables, grenades. Firing mode B I have down here where F is. Change that to B. So you can change it from single fire to auto fire. So X to unarm I use as number 2 up here basically. Allows me to put my weapons away when you're in game. These stun grenades here are all pre-mapped. G I don't use for the grenade, I use 5 instead because it allows you to toggle through all 3 of these, or 4 in fact with the Molotov. R we've used for cooking grenades, which we've already left as default. So this way it gets a little bit different. I've got my med kits here as 7 at the top. I have my first aid kit 8 here. These ones I'm going to change potentially, but let me know in the comments what you think you're using. And bandages I have as 9 here. I haven't yet decided what I'm going to do, but I'm thinking about I don't use boost, I just tab into the inventory and use that myself. Seems to be a little bit easier for me to get in there. A few of the ones that aren't showing is on the scroll wheel here, I have this as M to set my map and toggle between it. I use 19 here, which is set to C for T, so I can chat to people in game. I'll leave Z for prone here at 17, and sometimes I will use 0 here, so I can do my bandages, but that's up to you. And that's pretty much it pre-mapped. So you've got escape, X, 8, 9, 7, so your medkit's up here, put your weapons away, and your escape function to get out of the menu. Leave tab as standard, left shift for running, C for crouching is your little finger down here on this side here. You've got 0 function for your bandages, you've got T for chatting to your comms to your team, which is here. And you push down here for the map. Now you've still got available scroll up, scroll down on here. If you wish to remap those, I don't. One of the keys that I need to also remap is I use here for F. So I push on the finger here for opening and picking up, opening doors, picking up gear is this key here. So moving on here, we're going to do the thumbstick now, just to confirm what my setup is for that. This you can see in the video to see how it works for peeking, but basically I have up as my primary weapon, number 1. I have down as my secondary weapon, number 2. And flick between the 2, that's 1 on this ironically, and 2's back. It's not 1, 2, which it looks like it is 1, 2. And then I have left as Q for peek, peeking left, and an E for peeking right. So you have primary 1, primary 2, peek left, peek right. And that's it. There's my key bindings for Pubg. I'll show you some gameplay, show how it works. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see some more. Let me know in the comments if you want me to show you some other games and key bindings I would use. And until again, I'll see you all again. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.